Even in this time of rapid innovation and technological advancement, more than ever, time is needed. Having said that, managing your time is critical and critically important to the achievement of everything you do, whether in life or in business. And I believe managing your time in your business has a big impact on your personal life. In this video, I'll show you how to use an appointment scheduler called Squarespace or Acuity scheduling. So essentially, it used to be called Acuity scheduling. Now it's called Squarespace scheduling. So it is a tool I use for myself and for my client to help my clients organize the business accordingly. So for example, you can block off time on your business in your calendar and say, I'm available from 8 to 8 p.m. at a specific time slot during the day. And you can also collect payment with Acuity scheduling. So you can sell services, consultation services, um, a lot of hair and beauty salon, they use Acuity scheduling. Consulting businesses use Acuity scheduling. Any type of businesses use Acuity scheduling. So it's great for scheduling. You do not have to be collecting payment before using Acuity scheduling. It's just a great way to organize your business and to make sure everything runs smoothly into your business. So I'll walk you through on how to get started with Acuity scheduling, how to set up your appointment, how to set up buffer zone. If someone, for example, finish a meeting with you, you can say, okay, the next person can set up the meeting with me in an hour or 2 hours in this specific time of the day or in this specific day because I have some work to do or I need to meet other people outside of the online space. I also show you how to integrate your payment system. Squarespace scheduling it integrates with Squarespace. They do have their own payment system, which is called Squarespace. There's Stripe and PayPal, so you can integrate with those payment systems as well. I will show you how to configure your email settings. So what type of message you should put in your email. When someone books a meeting with you, they should automatically receive an email, but you can customize that message. And you can also create things like coupon code, things like that to encourage people to share your business, and in return they can benefit a discount on the next visit in your shop or in your business. So essentially, these are the things we're going to tackle. We are going to tackle other details. It's a video that's going to take, let's say, 35 minutes max. Okay, if you don't have an account, I will leave a link of Acuity scheduling in the description down below. I also leave the link of Acuity on my screen here. Or you can directly go to my website called origmedia1.com/Acuity. So that will lead you into the Acuity scheduling homepage. That's my unique affiliate link. If you use my link, that will just lead you into the Acuity homepage. And from there, I'll walk you through the details. Once you are on your PC, what you need to do is you need to go to your link, your browser, and type origmedia1.com/Acuity. And then it will lead you into the Acuity scheduling homepage, as you can see here. And you need to click here on Get Started and sign up. I've already got an account with Acuity. As you can see, I have my email here. So I'll just go to my dashboard now. And as you can see here on the right-hand side, you have a calendar. So I've set up my calendar already. I will show you how to set up yours. And this is my scheduling page. And this is my scheduling page. As you can see, I have my policy, and down here I have my my appointments, right? So I have all type of appointments and for different type of services that I do. Then when I come here to style, I have everything here on style. Like for example, the color, the font is here. I can change the font. There's different type of fonts anyway. So you go ahead and choose. And now here on settings, I've inserted my policy. This is my policy. Everything here was designed on Canva. You can choose a template. I will show you how to choose a template. Settings, then I design this. If you can't design it, hire someone to design it for you, and then they will just insert it here. And then that's another policy that I put here. Now, customize default text. Weekday starts on Monday, right? Monday. Uh, time format. That's the time format. The scheduling page language is English. I can change the language to any other languages that I want to change to. If you made any changes here and you know you're really happy about your changes, just go ahead and hit save. And here, monthly, best for clients booking more than a week in advance. So it's good to select this setting. And if to share your scheduling page, you can share your scheduling page. I will show you how to do that. Don't worry about this area. Now, when it comes to link, this is my scheduling page link. General scheduling page link is oxoquaconsulting.asme, but you can change, you can copy this and embed it into a button, but or you can come here to embed and actually copy this link, and then you'll be able to embed it into your website. This is what I've done. I've embedded this into my website, but I will show you how to embed it into your website. This is how I embedded my scheduling page here. So I did add like a section here. So if you look at this, for example, basically I add like a flex box, and then I came here, I add a short code, and then I did add a short code in the middle, right? And then in the short code here, I came here to my scheduling page, embed, and then I just copy this link. So let's do that together, and then you see. Okay, you can see that it appears straight away. So it's pretty easy to add your scheduling page into into your website. And once you've add the shortcode here, just click on apply, and then you click on publish. These are the two places you need to click on. So once you've done that, this is just an example to show you, once you've configured all of your scheduling page, that's essentially what you'll be left with. Now we're going to go to on our business settings on availability. So we need to set up our availability. We've talked about the scheduling page, the calendar in general. So this is my calendar, and I've got two meetings tomorrow. So one is at 10 and the other one is at 8. Let's click on availability. So here on availability, here I have set hours availability. If I click here on calendar scheduling limits, do not allow clients to schedule fewer than 12 hours in advance or more. So I can decide for clients to schedule. So clients cannot schedule appointment with me 12 hours in advance. Essentially, that's what it means. So, and 365 days in the future as well. So not more than 365 days in the future. Appointment per time slot is one appointment per time slot. If I had staff or people working in my team, then they will have their own calendar. They will organize it, a little bit differently. Guys, this is very important when you have like meetings, uh, especially when you have like a very tight schedule. You really prefer clients to, it's good to stick with a specific policy. So clients cannot cancel appointment 12 hours before the meeting, and they cannot reschedule as well. And they cannot book appointment 12 hours before the next day. So this is very important. You set up this type of standard. However, you can play around with the hours here. You can reduce it or you can increase it. Maximum appointment, accept appointment until fully booked, or accept a max number of appointments. If you click here, max number of hours per day, and then you can put the number of hours here. Max number per day, you can put the number here that you prefer. Max number per week, you can put the number of appointment you prefer per week. But let me just leave it on. Wait. Let's go back and untick all of this anyway. Let me just leave it to accept appointments until fully booked. And then if you've made any changes here, just click here on save. That's very important. You hit save. And then when you come here to set hours availability again, that shows up. This is when I'm available. On Monday, if I like to tick, so tick this box, I have regular hours every week. If you don't have regular hours every week, just untick it, right? And then you plan with this. But let's say I have regular hour every week. And if even you don't have regular hours every week, you can always come here and change it, right? So here, for example, on Monday, I'm available from 10 because on Monday sometime I work with friends early in the morning for about 2 hours. Then I work with friends from like 7 to 9. Then I come home, I have breakfast. Then I start work at 10 o'clock. So from 10 to 1, I'm working. Then I have a break. Then I do something else anyway. So I can have meetings between this time 10 to 1 and then at 8 to 11 p.m. And the same applies for Tuesday. You can change your time here, just so you know. You can change your time. Here I've set up my time here. So 10 to 11 Tuesday, the same Friday. So on Sunday, I can only have meeting for 2.5 hours. That's it. So example here, if clients chooses free 10-minute discovery call on Wednesday based on its availability, your default scheduling the meet client will see at 10. So this is just example on how things things will look like. And then once you done any changes here, you need to click here regular hours. Now, override hours for specific days. Now, here you have Monday. Okay, this is my availabilities for yeah. And now let's go to rooms/resources, right? Global scheduling limits. Here, for example, you can see that the general one is set to minimum 12 hours. Cancellation is 12 hours. We've talked about this earlier. They can cancel and reschedule appointment. Yes. Said the maximum days in advance that appointment can be scheduled is 365 days. Edit. You can always edit this, by the way, just so you know. Edit intake form. Always allow, or even after the appointment, allow up to, yeah. And then here, start time interval. So set start time interval to create consistency in how your appointment time display your clients automatically based on your appointment type duration. So here is, for example, every 30 minutes on the hour or half an hour. You can set that to every 30 minutes, for example. That's just an example. Or every, it really depends. L- or you can leave it to automatically based on your appointment type duration. So leave it here automatically based on your appointment type duration because this one, the system will recognize when the next appointment finish. Minimum gap. Minimum gap. Avoid any gap between appointment during the day. If you want to avoid any gaps between appointment during the day, you can take that. Avoid small gaps, but allow gaps at um of at least you can select that as well. Let's say you select this one, gaps or at least 2 hours. If you want to allow gap of at least 2 hours, you can't do that. But so again, everything depends on your availability. Look busy, so you can set up this one, reduce the number of available appointments by percentage. You can do that and just untick it if you don't need it. Time zone. My time zone is London, UK. You can change your time zone to depending on where you're based. So if you're based in Belgium, I'm sure you do have a different time there. Default to client time zone. You can take this one. Default to business time zone. You can take the default to client time zone. You can also take that. So once you've made any changes here, you need to hit here on save changes. Let's go back to block of time, for example. If you click here on block of time, I can decide to block off a specific time from a specific block multiple days. That's just an example. You will put the days you won't be available. Let's say the 29th and then through the 31st, those 2 days I won't be available. Then I put a note. So I will be away those days. Point. Sorry for any inconvenience, just to make the English sound more, just to make it sound more professional. If I would like to like block off hours, then I can put the specific number, like when in a specific hour I won't be available, and then I'll just put the date here, and then put a note if I like to put a note, and just click on block off. Now let's check my scheduling page and see what I've done when it comes to blocking off time. I did block on the 31st. Let's go back. For example, if I'm choosing to book this meeting and I go on the 28th, you see this date, the 28th to the 31st, these days are blocked off. And here on the location, I need to change the location. Location is London, United Kingdom, but I need to put my link, my Zoom link, but I'll show you how to do that later. But for now, let's just leave it the way it is now. Okay, let's now go back. We finished with our availability. I've touched down on every single point here. Here on the here on the availability, where it says location, let's just edit that location again, and then I'll just put my Zoom link there, and then I'll just paste it and just click on save. And here on the right hand side here is our direct scheduling link. So if you click it on direct scheduling link, for example, this is how it will look like. So I've set it up this way. You can essentially copy this link and share it with someone, or you can go ahead here and embed. Let's just embed scheduler. So if you can embed it into your website. I've shown you an example now. Button, booking bar. You can play around with this, and yeah, essentially that's what it is. And then you close now. So here now we need to click here on calendar settings. So if you click here on calendar settings, our calendar name is Zokwe. If I do have a description, I can put a description here. I'll just say you are welcome, for example. It's not a proper description, but I'm just writing anything here. You are welcome. And the location is our Zoom. And then I'll put my logo here. If I have a logo, I can put a logo there. But if you don't have a logo, don't stress about it. Now, send replies to Ulrich Sokwe. This is the email people will send you reply to. Email notification, appointment booking notification will be sent here. So if you do have a separate email from the one that you created your email with, you can put that email here. But I've created my email with this specific email. So that's my main emails. Just in case you had another email, you will put that email there. Once you've made any changes here to your calendar settings, so don't forget to press save, please. Thank you. So now that we've finished with our availability, let's go back to our calendar menu. And then here, we need to create our appointment type. So here on just below availability, click on appointment types. And right now you can see I have a lot of appointment types. I have a lot of things that I've created already. And then I need to click here to create a new appointment type. I'll click here on new type of service, or to create a new type of group class. I can click here on new type of group class. That's what I need to do. But I need to create a new type of service. Click on that. And then I'll name this. And then I'll put a description there for our business strategic call. And here I'll show the message after scheduling, an optional message shown after booking the confirmation screen. So I can put an optional message here. Then I put an optional description here as well. If I like to do that, yes. And then the duration, I'll set up the duration, let's say to 1 hour or to 60 minutes, is in minutes. So you can just bear in mind that it is in minutes. So you can put 1 hour 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's going to be in minutes. Block of time before and after appointment. You can do this one. Padding only visible to admin to help you build. So if you click on that, minutes before the appointment, I'll say 30 minutes. It's a very important meeting. I'll just say 30 minutes, for example. Minutes after the appointment, I'll also put 30 minutes. I can put 60 minutes, by the way. It's not you can put any time you like there. The price of the appointment will be, if the price is in dollar, I will show you how to change your currency as well. $350. The category, I've already created a category, but I will show you how to create a category. You can create a new category here. I'll just name this category. And then the color is something to do with the design. Then I can just put the green if I like to put green, or I can put this color here. The color of the schedule appointment block of your account not visible to clients. Okay. Access private appointment type. If I like this appointment to be private and send the link directly to the person, I can activate this area on the green here, and then it will be private. But if I like that to be to leave it to be public, so anyone can book it, I can just leave it here to public. I'm putting this image here, right? And then the calendar is scheduled to be on Urixokwe Consulting. However, if I did have other calendars, let's say for example, I have some of my staff and they do have calendars, then I can add the calendar here. So I can view all calendar and select the calendar. Now a form, select which form should be completed when clients book. So you don't have any intake form for clients to fill out. Go to form page and create one if you like to ask. So this area is about forms. So if I like for clients to fill in a form when they book an appointment, then I can create a form. Let's click here on create for now, right? And then we're going to edit this appointment. Okay, we're going to edit this appointment. It's under the business settings. So let's go here. Let's go to form, and then we're going to create a form. So here, for example, intake form. It's very important you do have information about your client before the meeting. So like very important information about your client before the meeting. So there's different type of forms. So there's new custom form, new term and condition agreement, new sub note form. Okay, let's click here on new custom form. And then here the form name is let's leave that to optional. Yes, this form is internally used only. Show it to clients. If I only want to use it to be internal, so I don't want it to be public, then I can decide not. Okay, let's just. Okay, I drop that question here. For example, text, yeah, and then I have text here. I ask what type of business, and then I click here on require, and then the like, if I like the message to be like a paragraph, the answer to be a paragraph, then I just put a paragraph. If I liked it to be a large paragraph, then I can put, but I just want one line. Just click on save. Okay, what type of business are you into? I need to select the appointment type. Sorry, I'll just click here on select all. Uh, and then I add another question, right? And then I click here on require. Just one line. And I'm going to add another question. Add that, and then I tick that require. Then I have like a medium form, or let's say medium form. And then I can add another question here. Down here, I have another question that I added. Are you ready to invest in your business? And then I tap here require just one line. Just click save, save. So I have about 1 to three, four, yeah, five, 6 questions. And then I click here on save form. Yeah. And then I click on save form. I can preview this form. So if I click here on preview, so if I click book now, and then I choose, for example, 10 o'clock, and then I choose that, then I will have this form. You can see the form. So I've named that my client form, but I didn't have to name it anyway. What type of business are you into? What is your website or social page? Yeah, so I have 4 questions, that's fine. And then I click here on save form. Okay, awesome. If I had things like a drop down list of things, then I can just put the drop down list of things here. If I have things like checkbox, I can put a checkbox, or things that request anything. I could just, let's say I want to drop down something like that here, right? Um, questions, then I put the choices, right? And then I put save form, but I don't need that. I'll just cancel that. Yeah, just click on save. Any changes? Let me just go back to business strategy. Let's edit this form again. Now let's go back again to appointment types. We're going to create a group class. So let's click on new, and then I'll just name that group class. If then I can add like a description, a short description or a long description. I'll attach this form to it. If I do have another form, then I have another form. Classes, you can choose when classes are offered. The price would be £100, $100 for 45 minutes. Let's say that 45 minutes. And the color, I can choose the color to be green, for example. My access is going to be to the public. The group class, this is a class. I don't have to put a picture if I don't want to put a picture, but it's good to put a picture. This is a class or group event. A maximum of people, 8. I can put 5 people, right? Climb or sign up for all time. This is offered, and I just put there, right? And £100 is too small. $400. Okay, $400. Maximum number of people, 5. Climb or sign up for all time. This is offered. So create appointments. You can just create appointment here. And I think that's pretty much it, right? And just click here on create. So that's how you create a group class. I've added now. You can now add times to offer the class by clicking here. So if you click here on add offer class, then I have specific class, like group class, for example, 45. But just so you know, people can already go ahead and book class on your appointment calendar with that specific appointment type. But they will just need to know that, okay, you're, for example, advertising a specific class online, and people will just go, you tell them to book that specific one, and then they will just choose. Yeah, so for example, the 19 at 12:00. Okay, and then you press save class. And let's go back to, we've created intake form. There's things such as that packages, gift subscription. For example, this feature is only available on the premium. So if you don't have a premium, you can't really use this feature. But things like coupon, you can create a new coupon for package, but I'll show you a different way to do that. You can create a new coupon this way. You can view orders here if people have bought anything, subscribers, things like that. Yeah, so let's go back here. Integration. Uh, Acuity scheduling integrates with a lot of platforms. So there's Squarespace email campaign. I didn't know. Okay. There's Squarespace email campaign. There's integrates with the email marketing platforms such as ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, Simplero, Drip. There's so many other. It also integrates with Zoom. As you can see, that's Zoom integration. So if you click here on setup, and You must be logged into your Zoom account. So you just need to click here on connect and then click here on allow. All of these are selected. Zoom settings, enable join before host. No, if I don't want to, sorry, they shouldn't join before the host. Use personal ID meeting to create meeting, start meeting without video. I can just click here on save. And that's pretty much it. Just click here on close now. Now on sync with other calendars, for example, there's Google Calendar, there's Outlook, there's many other calendars. You can connect it with Google Calendar if you prefer to do so. And let's just go back here. Now, payment settings. Sorry, Acuity scheduling integrates with a lot of payment system provider. So there's Square Payment. I've already connected Stripe, so I can't connect Square Payment. So it says disconnect Stripe to connect. If I want to connect Square Payment, I need to disconnect Stripe. However, I can connect PayPal. Here is the currency is, for example, you say here payment at booking currency is the US dollars. I live in the United Kingdom, so I'm going to put the British pound. That's the currency we are using in the UK. So use the same methods for all appointment types. Collect deposit in full, right? If you like people to make the payment straight away, you can collect deposit or full payment. Just click here. Um, type of payments, full payment, you can do that. Here it says full payment, full payment plus allow client to pay extra if they like to. Deposit, they can put a specific amount of deposit. Client can pay full amount in advance, just tick that. Client can tip when paying full, they can tip as well if they like to. And then here they can go ahead for the full payment, no specific deposit. And client can also tip if they like to. Payment information is not required. If I like to tip to select this area, then I can select that. That will basically means client can make payment. Client can make a booking on your account without making any payment. Yeah, the payment information won't be required from them. Let's just click here. Once you've made changes here, you need to click here on save. And let's check if there's anything else that needs to be changed here. Okay, now let's check the email settings, the client's email. So what type of email the client will receive once they make a booking with us. So you need to go here to client emails. And on client email, you will have this specific area here. So you have, so look at this list, email settings, initial confirmation. So you will have this very template, what the client is expecting, when and where. So these are the script. Please do not change these details. It's very important. You keep this script unless you have something else to put there, or unless you don't need it, then you can delete it. Just leave it the way it is. And here at the bottom, you can change this message where it says, thank you, your appointment has been successfully scheduled. You can modify that by saying something else. Thank you, your appointment has been successfully booked. Okay, I've added a message here. Thank you very much for doing business with us. Please share our service and enjoy a 50% discount on your next visit. And then down here, I can put a coupon code for like a discount coupon code. Okay, so there is a discount coupon code. If they share our service, they will enjoy a 15% off the next booking. Tell a friend and you both enjoy a 15% discount on your next visit. So essentially, that's like a coupon I'm sending out for people to enjoy a discount. And then click here on save template, right? And yeah, and then you go here on cancellation. So you have a look at what type of message you like to put there. You can just put your logo there now. A modern software company, and then your appointment has been canceled. You can amend the message like that, and then you hit here on save template, and then you come here for rescheduling. There is, also a message you can, get rid of that. You put your logo, seat, things like that. If you have details to put here, add anything you can add. Appointment receipt, your appointment receipt, right? So when someone buys an appointment from you or buy a service from you, you will send them a receipt, and then they will you can customize a message here. So you have up to 500 characters. And that's pretty much it. Okay, guys, I think that was all about Acuity scheduling, on how to get started with the appointment scheduling called Acuity scheduling. I've touched down on a lot of points here. So I've covered a lot of areas, so if you follow through accordingly, you should be able to do a lot of things with Acuity scheduling. You should be able to create your appointment, integrate your payment system, configure your email settings, um, set up your availability accordingly. So it should be really smooth. If you haven't understood everything I've said in the video, please watch the video again. I've mentioned a lot of things that will be very useful to you in the video. So go ahead and check out the video again and do the work. Yeah. To get people to realize that there are tools out there to there are tools out there that can make their lives easier in business. And they should be using those tools. So it's not only the case of Acuity scheduling. You can use technology to better your life and to make your work process easier. So there's a lot of things that we do on a daily basis that we are not really supposed to be doing them, because there are already tools available for us to do it easier or to automate it. But sometimes we don't just know that those tools are available, or sometimes we just want to do redundant work, because we feel like we have enough time, but in reality, we don't have a lot of time, so our time is limited. So I encourage you to have a look at online resources about uh, tech technical tools you can use to leverage your daily life, to leverage your business growth, to save time, and to make your business processes smoother.